Hey, we are live. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to No Panties After Dark. It's me, your girl, Pretty Brown Skin. We got Mr. Gregory B in the building with us. Mr. Just As Joe is on the way. He had a power surge at 8:53 p.m. So, he's on CP time tonight. But while we waiting on Mr. Just As Joe, how you doing out there, Mr. Gregory?
I'm doing just fine. How are you this evening?
Oh man, let me tell you, I have had epic fail after epic fail after epic fail these last couple of weeks. So my last epic fail, I got some micro breaks. I wanted to kick my workouts up a little bit, kick them up a notch, because you can't work out when you're worried about sweating your hair out and fucking up your do. So I was like, look at these micro braids. Throw this shit in a bun. I can go hard in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Get my summer body on. So I ordered the hair because you can't get hair from micro braids in the stores no more. I don't know what the deal with that is. Anyway, so we ordered a hair and I ordered 20-inch bundles, right? So Friday is the night of the install. And we're installing these micro braids. And my friend, she does my hair. She's the dopest braider in the city. We noticed that my real hair, was longer than the hair that I bought for the micro braid. And I didn't know how long my real hair was. He would put up, under a wig all the time. We wash it, condition it, and she braids it down for me. And then I slapped the wig out. She was like, friend, she kept telling me leading up. She's like, you long hair don't care. And I'm like, my hair ain't that long. My hair is that long. So the micro braids is in, and my real hair is hanging out the bottom of these braids. So it looks a hot damn mess right now. So we had to order longer bundles. I think I got a 30-inch bundle on the way so we can refix it. So she had to come over and finagle this some type of way so I can slap a wig on it so it didn't look crazy because it looked a mess. Yeah, that's my epic failure of the week. Hey, Joe.
What's going on? So is that a wig?
Yeah, I had to slap a wig over top of these micro braids. So if you're in my close friends on Instagram, I took a picture of my hair before we braided it down and slapped the wig on or whatever. So these are the micro braids in the front. I took a picture of the braids. You can see my hair is hanging out of these braids, and my hair is pretty fucking long, and I didn't even know.
Gotcha.
I don't have.
Now y'all know we live, right?
Yeah, I know we're live. I was.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I want you to be telling hair secrets and stuff, and
no. They can know that I got her underneath my wig.
You tell people secrets and stuff, you have to kill them. If I tell people cooking secrets, then I'm gonna have to kill them.
Hey Joe, the only hair secret I got is I use a big razor.
No offense, Greg, but it could.
What was your secret, Greg?
I said my only secret is that I use a big razor.
A big razor, okay. Got you.
Now, my secret is I have a wax pass at European Wax Spa. Ladies, it's 2023. We got to grow the fuck up. We're waxing. I'm paid up to July. All I got to do is go in and move my panties to the side. They're going to get me right. That's
oh, wow. Easy access. Oh, my gosh. Panties to the side? What you talking about?
Ladies,
what are you talking about? My Lord. So I don't have much secrets. I have confessions. I have a confession. My hair is bougie. My dreads are bougie. You know what I mean? See, they ski wee again. So I don't know.
You gotta take them dreads over the right look. Should get you right.
Hey, but this is the thing. I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean? I'm dirty. I'm dirty right now. That's what it's supposed to be.
You on your best way, like Jay-Z?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm just
I dig it.
Yeah, that's what's happening. So it's all gravy. So how y'all week been?
Well, I was just telling everybody that's out here listening about my epic failure with my hair because I wanted to throw this shit up in the bun so I can get it in the gym.
Hey, y'all get to share tonight. Y'all get to do a couple shares on social media.
Let me go ahead and handle that real quick.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh, and thanks for reminding me, T, because I'm gonna go ahead and add Instagram into the mix.
Yes, let's do that.
So let's do that. Add Instagram into the mix here. Let's see. There we go. But you know what though? PIESAD. No panties, AD, and then damn, what is it? You might need to text me the password real quick.
Oh shit!
Oh,
hold
on.
I gotta scroll back in our text messages to find it. And you know we text all day, every day.
Oh man, I'm trying to, because I know we changed it and whatnot.
Let me cut my volume down on my phone. I'm gonna try to be in the comments with y'all tonight.
That's it. I'm about to say, yeah. We got a little fun show for y'all tonight. So just let me get this in on Insta. So, and I'm trying to figure out how to get us on what you call it, Tickety Talk. What's that is? Yeah,
on TikTok. Oh man, them TikToks from last week was hilarious.
I want to go live.
Why did we go in like that?
Oh man, it was. It just happens like that sometimes. Greg, anything happened to you this week? Anything rocking? Anything going on, man? How was your week so far?
So far, week's pretty good. Nothing interesting so far. I've been pretty much laid back this week.
Nothing interesting. You didn't ball nobody up like a basketball and shoot them in a hoop or anything like that. Like you do on cartoons?
Real close. It came real
close.
You came real close.
I almost had to drive across town while I was halfway lit going to pick up a friend because
I called him. I was in a jam and he was about to come and be Captain Sailorho and help me out. I wasn't the lit friend, but I was like in a jam and he was coming to get
like
me.
Words that should never be together. I was in a jam. He was about to come. Like those two phrases should not go together.
Let's not get us in trouble.
Man.
Yeah.
Just say it. Well, that's what's up. I had a interesting week. I went and I did nothing but work, and
that's a good week.
That's so interesting. Oh, I found it. I'm just sitting here stalling, y'all. I'm just trying to.
We might need to break this down and keep it in a safe space.
Man, it is written down. That's the problem. I thought it was in a safe space.
Because I remember we text so much, it's lost it. I had to scroll through like 5 weeks worth of text messages the other night just to log into TikTok.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my shite. For some reason, this is not working. So we y'all, I'm sorry, we may just not have Instagram tonight because I got to go figure out the path. That's messed up when your show gets halted on the social media platform because you can't remember the password. That is so terrible.
Shit happens.
But it's all good though. It's all good. I'm gonna get it straight for next week. But hey, listen, I'm looking at it now. There's like 100 people out there watching so far. So
come on.
Do me a favor for everybody.
The anniversary of the night that our show blew the fuck up back in 2012.
Oh yeah, years ago. Yep.
Yeah, when we had Roxy on, that shit was lit.
Yep. Everybody who's out there, go ahead and hit the share button. Share. I like sharing is caring, and sharing is caring. So sharing is caring, and sharing is caring. So
and we appreciate you. Every show.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Hit the like button, pound that like button, like you pounding. I mean, just pound that like button.
That's all I'm saying. It's a pound town.
That like button. Hump Day Wednesday, that like button and that share button. Yes. If y'all are not our friends on TikTok, if you're not our friends on Instagram, if you're not our friends on what else, Facebook, if you're not going to if you go to different streaming platforms and you listen to different podcasts and you don't go give at least a 30-second listen, because I think that's what you need to count as an actual listen, at least a 30-second listen to us, guess what? We are not friends in real life. Okay, that's it. We're not friends in real life. So y'all ready to go ahead and get this show started?
Let's do.
All right, let's go ahead and get this show started, because it is No Panties After Dark, your relationship conversation congregation, folks.
And it's
No Panties After Dark, your adult relationship conversation congregation. Going where most ones, speaking on things most don't. It's No Panties After Dark. We put the relations back into relationships.
All right, folks. We are back. It is No Panties After Dark. And in some places, it may not be dark yet, but guess what? Cut all the lights out, climb into a closet with your cell phone, and guess what? You can enjoy No Panties After Dark with us in the dark, right? So we like to keep it smooth, you know. This is the lay down clothing wear time, you know what I mean? So whatever that is, then you know it's all good, and y'all can rock with us like that too. But first up, we have the timeline review. Oh, did you notice the intro just now?
I did. That was dope. I loved it.
I was saving that as a surprise for you, you know, because we had some other photos from the past still on there, and I had to go ahead and fix that real quick, you know. So
I like
all right, that's what's good. All right, cool. I'm gonna tighten it up. We're gonna tighten it up some more. But hey, first is the timeline review. We want to go ahead and this is where we showcase our own timeline, folks, and we go through things that are on our timeline and we talk about it. All right, and after that, it'll be the celebrity news you can't use, and then we'll jump into our main topic, which tonight is secrets in a marriage. Should you and your spouse know everything? Is there a such thing as knowing too much? We'll get in that in a minute because that's what we do here. We get into shit. All right. So first up, let's see, timeline review. And I feel like even last week we did not. Oh, there we go. This is a little platform showing things a little bit different. But yeah, last week we didn't get to, you know, bust down too much on the timeline review. So this week I'm hoping that we get to do a little bit more because there's still some stuff from last week that we didn't get to go through. Here, let's check this out. I don't know what it is, folks. And that's the thing, folks. We post different stuff throughout the week, so I don't always know what I'm about to click on. It could be good. It could be bad. Who knows? We'll see.
Ooh, that's hilarious. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't post it, but it's hilarious.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. Well, let's. I'm gonna do it one more time, but I need to do it to where it starts because they always start without the sound, man. I hate when it does that. I guess Facebook tries to be considerate. I think that's what that's called. So that if you're at work,
that ain't that considerate.
Let's see.
Not letting you be great, Mr. Just Extra. Yeah, it's not letting you be great. We can't hear it. Joe, we can't hear it.
Not a word.
Hold on, y'all can't hear?
No, not a
No, sir.
word.
Oh, well, man,
You having audio difficulties tonight.
little early on to say so. Let's see here. Let's do that again. Let's see here. This is sure. And let's do this again. And
Third time's the charm. Let's get it.
Oh, that's what it was. I see what happened. Okay. All right. Cool. My computer was lagging. I think it was staring at your cleavage. I think that's what happened.
Oh Lord. This computer didn't see my cleavage how many weeks in a row now?
I'm just saying AI.
Oh, news now.
Yeah, but it's new AI now, so that's what happens. AI technology just starts. You know what I mean? So let's see. Let's go back to it. Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. Sometimes things like this happen. Yep. Because now, if any of y'all want to volunteer to, be our engineer, then we will love that. Just remember, I said the word volunteer.
Volunteer.
Yes, we are hiring, and your salary is.
Looking at Stephanie, I could tell I was much older than she was. But I dated a younger woman in the past, so
Can y'all
it wasn't
hear?
that big of a deal.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Fast forward 3 months. We're still just dating. Haven't been intimate yet. All of a sudden, she's having these money issues. $20 here, $30 there. By the end of the week, it's $150, $200 a week. I make good money, so it wasn't that big of a deal. This one particular time, she came over wearing this sexy lingerie. Started dancing for me. All of a sudden, she just burst out in tears. I'm like, baby girl, what's wrong? She said, I'm a little short on my rent, Daddy. I said, well, how short are you? She said, $700. I'm like, damn, how much is your rent? She said, $800. Like, hey, you a lot for the rent. So I wrote her a check, gave her $800. She took it and said, thank you, Daddy. Grabbed all of her stuff. I'm like, whoa, where you going? She said, I got to go pay this right away. Ran out the house. I didn't hear back from her until the next day. And all of a sudden, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was a sugar daddy.
Getting no sugar.
A motherfucking sugar daddy. By looking at Stephanie, I could tell I was much older.
Oh man, I absolutely love
woman.
that one.
Listen, she finessed the shit out of him, and he had to been smart. He'd have said, "Give Daddy some sugar, and I'll take care of that for you." But he wasn't smart.
Man, never ever been there, but
Never been
that's
there.
terrible.
Hey, listen, the Splendor Daddies over on the tickety top. The Splendor Daddies.
Splendor Daddies. What's that?
The sugar, the light sugar daddies. They be in my DMs over there. I wish I had gold digger tendencies because I could be set. Because the Splendor Daddies be coming for your girl.
Yeah, you remember that embarrassing DM post?
Oh yeah, somebody. Yeah, it was bad. I mean, if you step in my DM talking crazy, I'm gonna talk crazy back to you. Dude stepped in my DM, said, I've been fighting to stay out of your DMs. And I'm like, I wish you would have fought harder. You lost the fight, man. I hate that for you. You come at me with some stuff like that, I'm coming right back.
Not a grown man who has his own mother. Even if I have nothing, I'm worth everything without you. There was me before you, there'll be me after you. No, I don't submit to. The responsibility of being a man is big, and if you don't see the king in you, I'm not going to sit around and remind you of the king in you. I'm raising a boy child. My energy goes towards him, not a grown man who has his own mother. No. So me, I leave. I don't cheat, MacGyver. I leave. I don't cheat. I leave. I'm always ready to start afresh. Business partners, I leave. Friendships, I leave. Men, I leave. My happiness comes first. My mental sanity, my mental health comes first. My spiritual purity comes first. I guard me before I guard you. Because for as long as I'm breathing, I can be better to you. And if I'm intoxicated, how am I going to be to you?
Yeah.
Abuse me, I'm out. Eh, la la. I don't even think about it. We don't negotiate contracts here. There's no April season. There's no financial fiscal here. In my life, as a man, you must come correct with your content. Come correct with your leadership because I have more to lose. Even if I have nothing, I'm worth everything without you. Even if I have nothing, I'm worth everything without you.
That's Lynn Whitfield right there.
Okay.
Ain't that who that sound like, Lynn Whitfield?
Yes, she was there. Oh my gosh, she sounds like Lynn Whitfield. She sounds like the African Lynn Whitfield. Yes, she turned up and she was talking and talking. She said a man has to be like a king. A man has to be like a king. So I tell her,
on your king shit when you come with her, you got to go.
And I tell her, bitch, this is why I have concubines. Okay, I have many women because I am a king.
Yeah, that was in full all grown up.
I have a lot of women. many women. Someone should remake that video of her and put the song Track Star because she said she leave and keep leaving and keep leaving. She's a track star. I tell you.
You should do a duet to that on the Tickety Talk and do it. Greg said that's from Fufu. She want her half. She's a real American girl, Eddie. She want what's coming to me.
Let's see. Any more on this right here? Let's see. That was hilarious. I could watch that like all day. Okay, I think we good. I was trying to stay away from serious stuff, but had a smash with no date. Let's look at this one.
Oh shit.
Don't go on any dates, but get the most pussy, right? Or don't those two dynamics exist?
The common denominator is knowing what you're doing. Because I can go on date and get laid, and I don't got to go on date to get laid. Like I have a whole strategy. Like if I don't feel like going on a date, I know exactly what to do. Like for real, I know exactly what to do. Just get them on FaceTime for a couple 30 minutes twice.
The no date lay.
Yeah, it's easy. Our brains don't know the difference between us FaceTiming and us sitting right here. So the same shit, you just FaceTime. You building a connection. She feel like she know you. You talking and vibing. Boom. Do it again for 30 minutes. After that, hey, you should come over. Let's cook. That beats. Oh, I don't even know you. You should want to take me out. Easy money, bro.
And I just want to say something.
Don't go on any dates.
Hold on. I want to say one thing first. Okay.
Go ahead.
Because this man is a liar. Okay, and I can tell you how I know he's a liar. Because if you have connect the dots on your forehead, then you are a liar. You cannot get no girl if you have connected dots on your forehead. This man have connected dots all from one side of the head to the other. Here's a liar. There's no woman who wants to play with connected dots on your forehead. That is no good.
Are y'all playing the drinking game tonight? Every time Joe makes me do is take a sip. But let me tell you something. See, that shit work on them on whoever that work. That shit don't work over here, boy. It's not work over here. If you cannot wine and dine and pay for the cooch, you cannot have none. You cannot have none. I'm not coming. You're not about to what you doing me to death. You're not about to have me come over in your house. You're not coming over to my house. You're going to take me out and treat me like a lady. See, you know, I act one way on social media. I know I cut up or whatever, but I really present myself as a lady in real life, and I don't be going for that. You're going to treat me like a lady. You're going to open doors. You're going to pull out chairs. You're going to take me out and get to know me. Exactly. He got the game fucked up. And the women who let him get away with that got the game fucked up.
I mean, but that's a forever issue. Let's see. Trey Jackson said, I be in your DMs with shenanigans.
And he do. He do every day. We go to hell every single day.
Man. So I think, let's see. It might be like one or two more. Hey, let's take a look and see what this is right here.
It's just something silly.
Check
your panties. About 175,000 rice. I think that was supposed to be pantries.
See what he had on his man, huh?
Check your panties. About 175,000 rice. I think that was supposed to be pantries.
What had happened was he was listening to No Panties After Dark in the car on his way to work, and he had panties on the brain. I feel him though.
Man.
That explains it right there.
Well, look, let's do this. Can we go ahead and run to commercial real quick so I can get that in, and then we'll go ahead and come back and do celebrity news you can't use. Y'all cool with that?
That's cool. Everybody, don't leave. Grab a snack. Come right on back. We got
don't go nowhere because celebrity news you can't use is up next. And then after that, we're going to talk about this main topic, secrets in a marriage. Should you and your spouse know everything about each other? Is there such a thing as knowing too much? Folks, we'll be right back here on No Panties After Dark.
Hey folks, check out healthdaddywow.net. 100% plant-based herbs and supplements. Whether you're in person or online, use the word tipping for 10% off. Remember, feel better, look great, healthdaddywow.net. Remember, healthdaddywow.net.
Habibi Trading Company, home of soap, sticks, and Saya Baba products. Over 400 locations at a store near you. Cincinnati, Ohio, Louisville and Lexington, Kentucky, Southern Indiana, or find yours online at sayababa.com. Again, that's sayababa.com. Habibi Trading Company, where you can find fragrances to incite your senses.
I don't need to sit at your table. We building one. We in the process of building a table. We building a table. I don't gotta sit at your table. I'm building my own table, and I will build you a table in the presence of your enemies.
No panties after dark. Your adult relationship conversation. Going where most won't. Speaking on things most don't. It's no panties after dark. We put the relations back into relationships.
All right. We are back, folks. Again, it's yours truly, Mr. Just Ask Joe, Miss Pretty Brown Skin, and my other brother from another mother, Gregory B. Pastor, if you're nasty.
Yes, sir.
I just came up with that. That was dope. We should put that on there. Pastor, if you're nasty. Hey, as a matter of fact, speaking of that, have y'all seen, before you get to celebrity news, have y'all seen the movie on Prime that is loosely based on the whole Eddie Long
No,
story?
it's
called Honk for Jesus.
I have seen that, and it was terrible.
It
was horrible.
It was
I
not
have it in my
horrible.
queue. I just haven't watched it yet.
I mean, it was hilarious, but I feel like, you could go to hell. Like, you could go to hell for watching it.
I cringed the whole movie. I was like this, and when he had her with the mime in the middle of the street, made her mad. Like, I was like really pissed for her because it just shows the length that it was a woman will go to for her man.
It was loosely, it was not
the length that she went to. She was like she was so desperate to be the first lady of the church and to keep her husband. And she was just like, she put up with a lot of bullshit. And I was just like, I wanted to reach through the screen
She
and
wasn't
grab her
trying to.
up. And
She wasn't trying to keep her husband.
The sad part about it.
Yeah, is that Regina? Is that Regina
happen.
Hall?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Regina Hall. Yeah.
She was trying to keep the church in the first lady status and her husband.
Yeah,
and
she wasn't trying to keep her husband. She could care less about her husband. If she could do all that she wanted to do without her husband, she would have been fine and just fine with that. She did not care about that man.
When he bent her over and took her to Pound Town from the back, fantasizing about them boys, I was ready to slap her. I was ready to slap her.
Which okay, you know, we talk about marriage from the back. Pound Town is not a problem. But the issue was that
he was
the issue is that when she said, I thought we'd do it the regular way. And then he became very uninterested, meaning he got soft. And then he was like, no, babe, can you just do that other thing that you do? So the one thing that she didn't do and the one thing that she ended up doing were two things that a man can do. And that was just that right there. But like I said, if you watch it, you're going to hell. The people who made it, they're going to hell. Amazon, Jeff Bezos, they're all going to hell because of that one movie.
Every last one of them.
Like that shit, it was terrible.
I felt bad for her, and then after a while, I quit feeling bad for her, and I just wanted to slap her.
I've never seen something and been like, that was hilariously terrible. Like, but that was hilariously terrible. Like,
well, you need to go back on over to Tubi.
Well, the funny thing is, that's kind of the reason why.
Terrible movies over on the Tubi.
That's kind of the reason why I didn't watch it, because I thought it might be, something.
It's cringy.
Like, I mean, it's funny, but yeah, it's cringy.
It's cringy,
and it's sad because I'm watching it and I'm like, this looked like it's based off of. I didn't know at first, but I'm just watching it and I'm like, this looked like it's based off a true story. So I go to Googling, and the Google gods came back and said, yes, my son, it is loosely based off
but you know what?
Eddie Long deal.
I know I'm going to go to hell for this. I'm going to hell for this, but I'm going to say it anyway. When he passed away, do y'all know he passed away from anal prolapse?
Oh, gosh. I don't even know what that is. What is that?
I'm going to hell.
What is that?
His asshole fell out.
Oh, my gosh. Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was a thing on Twitter when he passed away. They said he passed away from anal prolapse.
I don't think that was for real. I
think he had prostate cancer or something, so it could be possible that his booty hole fell out.
The exact terminology and definition: a condition that occurs when part of the large intestine slips out through the anus. So basically, you going inside out of your ass.
But and the only way it seemed like that would work is if something went in there and pulled it out.
Pretty much.
So really, the reality is that there was an accomplice to this death. Ain't nobody told nobody. They done kept it all secret. Secrets in the marriage. Oh my God. That's what we talking about tonight. Secrets in the marriage. Lord. I shut about a Hyundai. I shut about a Hyundai.
I said I was gonna behave tonight. I said it. I said I was gonna behave tonight. We had a serious topic. I was gonna be on good behavior. I wasn't gonna cut up. And look at it. 36 minutes in, and I done did it. Shit.
Y'all know Marcus Harris?
Like every week now.
Do y'all know Marcus Harris? He said, whose position was it written from?
I'm not quite sure. I
think it was written from the it was written from the bottom position. I don't think it was the top. I think it was the bottom. He was taking it.
Now we're here.
Yep, that's what it was written from. Yeah. Shayna said, "I did see." That's how shit get passed. Shayna's gonna go tell 18 people and then post it, and then now another 1,000 people is gonna know that he died from anal prolapse or whatever the hell you call it, and we don't even know if that's true. And see, that's how that shit starts. Man,
I tried to behave.
Okay, celebrity news that you can't use. Let me go ahead and get you some dope music to come on to. Folks, this is our next segment with Pretty Brown Skin. Celebrity news you can't use.
All right. Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. She alleges that
Hold on, Carol Bassett?
Carol Baskin. Yeah. Tiger King. Come on.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you said Carol Baskin. I was like, is she related to
Baskin.
Angela Baskin? Okay.
Carol Baskin. She alleges that her husband, Don Lewis, is alive and well in Costa Rica.
So he's not dead.
She killed that man. She killed that man. He's dead.
I mean, but that's messed up. She done went and found somebody with a mullet and decided to tell him to take some pictures and be like, see, I told y'all, let me out.
You know, she killed that man. All right, so Stephen A. Smith went on the Sherry Shepherd show. They were talking about Rihanna headlining the Super Bowl halftime show. And he made a really bad faux pas this morning. He was like, well, I mean, she ain't no Beyonce. I guess he wasn't feeling the Lift Me Up song like the rest of us. We wasn't feeling it either, but that was still rude. That was still rude.
I mean, you know, it's really rude when you're speaking truth. I mean, she's not Beyonce. She really isn't.
She's not. She's Rihanna. So, you know.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Beyonce is Beyonce and Rihanna's Rihanna. They can sing the same song, put on the same clothes and everything. You can draw blood, and guess what? Beyonce will still be Beyonce. Rihanna will still be. So he was telling the truth. He said she ain't no, you know.
You know what, Joe? He was telling a truth, but you know, you're not supposed to kind of slight us on the grand stage like that. You know what I mean? She's not Beyonce, but she is a good entertainer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you think that was also I mean, not purposefully, but a slight towards
just a little shade. Just a little shade.
Okay, all right. You know, we can talk about us, but can't nobody else. I got you. I feel you.
Behind closed doors. All right, so I don't know if you guys seen this, but Antonio Brown leaked an image of his wife giving him the sloppy of the toppy, and now he's claiming that his Snapchat was hacked. Now this just don't the math ain't math, and I don't know if this is that new 4th grade math that they doing, but we all, you know what I'm saying, even though we are of the age that we are of, we understand how Snapchat works. So if they hacked your Snapchat, how did they get the video of your wife? How'd they get that video? Like, they would have had to, you know, go to the camera roll. Yeah,
I'm on my second time trying to have Snapchat, and I still don't understand it. Okay?
But they would have, they would have had to have gone through they would have had to have access to his camera roll to get the video of the wife going, you know what I'm saying? They would have had to have that. Like, it's not just something that you have floating around in your Snapchat. So he lied.
So you do know.
Yeah. It was
really. What are you saying, Greg?
I was gonna say, you do know now that Snapchat does memories like Facebook. So if you have something, you don't even have to save it to your camera roll anymore. It'll still come up. Like,
so he filmed it on his Snapchat, you think?
I don't. But see, that's another thing. He would have had to have been filming it on his Snap. It just don't make sense. Now, I will tell you, T, do you remember one day you called me and you said, why do you got those pictures of my friend on Story Messenger or something like that? You remember that? Yeah. It was a total accident as I was going through my phone.
Hey, listen, but I'm
few years ago,
that and called you right away.
Oh my gosh, because I did not realize that happened. Somehow or another, as I'm going through my own camera reel and looking at stuff, and I accidentally somehow press some button. No, but
everybody to see it.
No, I mean, I really didn't.
Like that nigga is hung like a horse.
Man, it wasn't a picture of me. It was a picture of her.
It wasn't a picture of her doing.
No.
Wait.
You see, now you remember. See, that was the other light-skinned guy that you friends with. But remember, you called me up and you was like, "What?"
Yeah.
See, so I'm saying that to say that these things can happen when you fumbling around and you don't realize, because you know, and somehow or another I'm fumbling, and somehow or another a couple pictures that did not need to end up of a friend of hers in an obscure position ended up on
it did. I remember
Facebook
that.
Story Messenger.
But
or
listen,
Facebook Messenger store.
It was very lucky that I saw that immediately after it posted, and not a whole lot of people
And you
saw
called me,
it.
yeah. So
And I called you.
yeah,
Damn,
I
we
did a
go back. We
Facebook
go
post,
all
and
the way back in the day.
I did a Facebook post and was like, and I typed on the Facebook, I said, did anybody see that? And nobody responded. So I feel
Nobody
like
saw it.
we was in the clear.
I saved your life. You owe me.
I ain't gonna lie, Joe. I saw the post. I just didn't respond.
Oh man. Oh
what else
man.
we got in other celebrity news? So Kanye West was a little bit quiet on us. He done ran off and done married a girl that looked like Kim. Now, word on the curb is Kim is very upset about him marrying this woman because she didn't like her when she was married to Kanye. So she was not a fan of this Bianca Sensory. I think that's her name. So Kim was never a fan of the girl. The girl has altered her appearance to look like Kim. And Kim thought it was mad creepy when she was married to Kanye. So now he's married to this woman. And she's very concerned about, like how the kids are going to take it. Now, here's my take on it. When we split up and we are no longer, I am free to do what and who I would like. And you are free to do what and who you would like. And, when she was parading around with Skeet Davidson and he tattooed the kids' names
Hold on.
on his neck.
Skeet
that
Davidson?
Was cool.
Is Skeet his real name?
No, his real name is Pete, but Kanye name
is
Skeet.
Pete, but y'all call him Skeet, yeah.
Yeah, Kanye called him Skeet.
You
But yeah, he tattooed all 4 of the kids' names on his neck. And she expected Kanye to be okay with that. So I'm not on either person's side. I'm on the side of what's right. We ain't together no more. You can do what you would like to do. I can do what I would like to do, as long as the children are not harmed, And I'm just saying that,
the only stipulation is no harm to the children.
Yeah, as long as the kids are okay. And I'm just saying that because, that's the situation that I'm in currently. Like, baby daddy done moved on with his life, but every time I want to move on and I want to see somebody, come and sabotage that shit. Like, dude, let live. Like, you be happy over there, let me be happy over here, and they can't get it together. Secretly, I think now that he's remarried, I think she want him back. Ray J and Princess have reconciled again.
Oh, why?
I think there should be a limit on how many times you are able to file for divorce, because they filed 12 times at this point.
They're not going to limit it as long as they keep paying for it.
I mean, she should. I mean, this is just my opinion. After he pushed her in that pool, she should have never married him. Y'all remember when he pushed her in the pool? He threw her in the pool.
I remember seeing the YouTube clip of it.
Yeah, he threw her in the pool. Got a weave and a dress wet. Her Fashion Nova all shrink up. Weave all drawn up. I wouldn't have married. And then last but certainly not least, I don't know if you guys follow TikTok's favorite grandma, Grandma Holla. She passed away a few days ago. Rest in peace, Grandma Holla.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Is that what that was about?
Yeah, that's very sad. She was like everybody's grandma. She reminded me of my grandmother. When I say that I come from a long lineage of extreme cussers, my mama before me and her mama before her, Grandma Holla was this close to touching my grandmother. Like it warmed my heart because my grandmother used to cuss like that. My grandmother cussed more, but yeah, she just took me back to my childhood. So rest in peace, Grandma Holla.
Grandma Holla. So did she do funny stuff?
No, she just cussed. Like the granddaughter, Shell, who was taking care of her. That's one of my favorite ones. She was complaining about going to dialysis, and Shell was like, "Well, Holla, I know how you can get away from that. You can do the holistic rap. Who you calling a hoe? I ain't no hoe, and I ain't on no list. Try it if you want to, Shell." And she squared up like she about to hit Shell. So yeah, Grandma Holla. She dropped them F-bombs. She used to love her F-bombs.
Wow.
Thank you.
Any more celebrity news?
That's all I got. Ain't got no more.
This is Candace.
Unless you want to talk about the Chrisleys, they reported to jail yesterday.
Oh yeah, one of them's here in Kentucky.
The wife.
Yeah.
Todd and Julie. Somebody said he gonna be living his true authentic life behind bars. That's all I'm gonna say. Say nothing else. I ain't said. I'm on good behavior the rest of the show.
Oh, officially, Eddie Long, his official, or what they put out there, reason he passed away was an aggressive form of cancer.
It was rectal cancer. And he had anal prolapse.
Yep.
Okay.
An aggressive form of
See,
cancer.
I didn't make that up.
So they didn't even put that it was anal cancer, did they, Greg?
No, sir.
Yeah, I feel like
it's just listed as an aggressive form of cancer. Yeah,
that
aggressive
caused
came
his
out of
booty hole
that.
to fall out. See?
Yeah, I feel like they did that on purpose.
That was payback for all them young boys' booty holes that he took. And that's why he went out that way. He is now currently burning in hell, missing a booty hole.
Wow.
Damn it! Okay, I'm good. I'm done. Rest of the
Now
night,
we supposed to do this. And then y'all drink.
I'm on good behavior. Rest of the night, I'm gonna behave. Y'all done already made me cry. I cried my last shot. I'm gonna behave.
All right, cool. Well, look, if you find some Grandma Holla stuff, post it, T or Greg in the private chat, and I'll play it before the show's over. So look, we're gonna go ahead and talk about this main topic, but I do want to pay a couple more bills. Okay, so just give us a quick second. Again, folks, it is No Panties After Dark. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I just want to pay a couple bills. Okay, all right. So just give us a second, and I promise y'all, we'll be right back. It's No Panties After Dark.
Habibi Trading Company, home of soap sticks and Saya Baba products. Over 400 locations at a store near you. Cincinnati, Ohio, Louisville and Lexington, Kentucky, Southern Indiana, or find yours online at sayababa.com. Again, that's sayababa.com. Habibi Trading Company, where you can find fragrances to incite your senses.
Hey folks, check out healthdaddywow.net. 100% plant-based herbs and supplements. Whether you're in person or online, use the word tipping for 10% off. Remember, feel better, look great, healthdaddywow.net. Remember, healthdaddywow.net.
No Panties After Dark. Your adult relationship conversation. Going where most won't. Speaking on things most don't. It's No Panties After Dark. We put the relations back into relationships.
All right. And we are back, folks. Again, it is No Panties After Dark, your relationship conversation congregation. Do me a favor, folks. Anybody who is here, I see about 122 people checking us out. Listen, go ahead and hit the share button. All right. There's another chance, another time to share, right? Because the one thing that you can do for anybody who's trying to do something, anybody who's trying to grow a business, trying to make something happen in life, the one thing you can do is just share about it. All right. So if it's on social media, then you click that share button, right? Find a group or whatever I know y'all. Some of y'all watching this is on some ratchet groups. Share to the ratchet group. All right. Go ahead and share it to your personal page. Maybe you don't want to share it to your personal page. Share it to a friend who likes stuff like this too. All right. Hit that like button. All right. All that good stuff, folks. Again,
I just posted Grandma Holla on our page.
Okay. Cool. So let's see. We'll jump into this main topic, and I'll go ahead and show y'all what we're talking about here. Let's see. Secrets in a marriage. The question is, should you and your spouse know everything? Is there such thing as knowing too much? So, y'all go ahead, throw some comments in, and, if you don't want us to say your name, or if you don't want us to show the comment, then when you put that comment down, put do not show, right? Or something, DNS, all right? If we see DNS, then that means we won't show it, but we'll read it, all right? And if you say do not show it, then that means you probably don't want your name shown either, because some of y'all are sneaking, and you gotta blink one time to let us know that you're being abused. So some of y'all is just in the corner in the closet sneaking to watch No Panties After Dark. I don't know how it is. I'm not even gonna say that because I don't know how it is. But if that's the case, and you do need us to call 911 for you, because you're being abused, then just type a bunch of ones in there. You know what I mean? That way, yeah, exactly. So what y'all think? Secrets in a marriage. Just in kind of setting the tone. I guess the idea is when it comes to a marriage, right? Now, we ain't talking about relationships. With relationships, again, and I think in a lot of cases with relationships, I don't think there's a thing where you're supposed to just flip a switch and then all of a sudden you cut out all the things that you shouldn't be doing. The relationship leads you into the potential for marriage and all that stuff. So a lot of stuff should be cut out before the fact. I seen a reel or something, and I shared it as a story, and it was kind of hilarious. But the dude was talking to his girl and saying something along the lines of what was it? It was something like, he was asking her, so you don't think something about being a girlfriend versus a wife, and her responses was just, it was kind of like, duh, like, no, I'm looking for a wife, and if I can't see that in you now, then what makes you think I'm about to, you know what I mean, move forward in it? Because that's where I'm going. So it's just funny. She thought she didn't need to display wife tendencies now because she's not a wife. She was all about, show me the ring. Oh, so now I'll show you the ring and then you're going to act right. Okay, all right. I see.
Give a little sample, just a little taste. You don't got to give it all. Just a little sample. Like the lady of Jefferson Mall. Sample.
Yeah. Thing is, if
I might fold your clothes once a week as opposed to 4 days a week.
If you're moving towards that direction, you have to give little bits here and there anyway. You don't have to go full on. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Greg, did you say move towards that direction? Is that what you said?
Yeah, move towards that direction of getting married.
I thought you said move towards that erection in marriage. So I was like, yeah, that works too.
Well, yeah.
If I can see that happening, get you a ring, girl.
You know what I'm saying? You might not stab your throat every night of the week. 2 nights a week. Baby, when we get engaged, you get
wife,
4 nights a week.
I need to see wife duties now. I need to see all wife duties now.
Simple. I mean, but
We ain't
why buy the cow when you're getting the milk for free? I'm gonna give you just a little bit. Keep it coming back.
We ain't waiting until we say I do for you to tell me I don't.
You gotta ration the booty. You know what I'm saying? Just ration it. Simple.
Nope.
Put it on a toothpick. Simple.
You better not have a rash on your booty.
Hey, Joe, as soon as you say I do, then she's like, I don't know more.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no, that was when I was that was when I was a hoe. Now I'm married.
No, I'm a wife. I'm a wife. I can't do those whole things no more.
I married you in parts because of your whole tendencies. I mean,
I was married
for that part of you as well. I married that too. I want it all.
You are half. You a real American girl.
I'm like John, all of me.
What's coming to me? No, you gotta, I just feel like you gotta ration it out a little bit. We can't give it all the way up front, but give you just a little taste. Like this is what's to come. Like the best is yet to come. This is just, a little bit. Like I might cook you dinner 1 or 2 nights a week, but when we get engaged, kick it up to 4 nights, and then after we say I do, you get on 7.
Well, what's to come is the actual point that I'm trying to make anyway. What's to come? Listen, secrets in a marriage, though. Okay, so do you think that the knot is tied? Everybody's saying I do. You know what I mean? The money's been spent. The people who got to enjoy all the money that you spent on this wedding are gone now anyway, right? So do you think that everybody should know everything? I'm talking about if you share your GPS location with your girls, do you now share it with your husband?
Absolutely. Because I share my GPS location with my girls. So that way, like if something happened, like me and my best friend, we might have like an unhealthy attachment to each other. We talk 12, 13 times a day, and we got to FaceTime at least twice. Like we got to lay eyes on each other. So if a period of time goes by and we ain't heard from each other, checking that location, I'm coming for you. So now that I'm married and you are my husband, you are now my number one. So if something happens and I go missing and I ain't heard from, you should be able to check my location and come get me. I might be in danger.
Yeah, I mean, I think that makes sense. What you think, Greg?
I say location. There's nothing wrong with location sharing. That's basically it's really a form of respect. To be like say, oh, I'm going down to 8 Up. Well, I'm going to send you my location just in case you ain't heard from me in a while or whatever. You want to check up on. That's cool. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you change spots, then you need to let your significant other know, Like,
now, okay. So now we're delving into, is there such thing as knowing too much? Now, is that knowing too much? Like, do y'all feel that in a marriage, right? Or we can just go, we can take it back one to a long-term relationship that's headed towards marriage, right? You just mentioned something, Greg. If they switch, if they move, to a different spot, and they decide to do something different, is it right? Is it courtesy? Is it respect for your significant other to say, hey, me and the girls, we left 8 Up, we going down to the back door with the roaches, right? And we're gonna eat some chicken and some roaches. So
and roaches be delicious too.
Man, I seen that video that T Marie posted, and oh my gosh.
But Joe, we was just at the back door.
I know.
Yeah, and we tore food up, didn't we?
Yep, sure did. And
we sure did. It was delicious.
There was any roaches in there. Then they got fried, and I now know what to do. I know what to do when the world ends.
We gotta holler at your boy. Have some of my quesadilla. He might owe me some
garlic Parmesan roaches. Enough of that tangent. So I mean, okay, you move to a different location. Is that too much? Is that knowing too much? Is that
No, not at all. But there's a new app called Life 360, and I have it with my kids, so my kids know where I'm at all times. Like when I went on that date to Nashville, my son texted me like, Nashville? The fuck you doing it? Well, he said, what the fuck? He was like, what are you doing in Nashville? I noticed what he was saying. He said to me, He's like, when are you coming home? Are you okay? Have you been kidnapped? But you got the Life 360 app. It tells you like the person's every move. And I don't think my thing is, I feel like that the people who have an issue with your spouse, your significant other, knowing your every move, are people that are doing stuff that they ain't supposed to be doing.
Exactly. And I feel the same way. What you think?
I was gonna say I definitely feel the same way. I mean, you know, because like I said, what if something happened to where you couldn't call or talk to anybody? You know, but
exactly.
They go down to 8 Up looking for you because they tell the police, hey, that's where I last saw him. But you know, you could be somewhere. I mean, you know, like I said, I was over your house, Joe, or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't say nothing. You know, significant other wouldn't know where to go from there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You get into an accident and you getting carried to the hospital ambulance. You say, call my wife. She's at the 8 Up downtown. And then as it turns out, she's at a guy named Egbert's that lives downtown. Right?
And he went downtown.
And yeah, she just be like, yeah, he got it wrong. Officer, I was at Egbert's, you know, that's where they found her, at Egbert's, who lives downtown. Like, no, baby, I told you I was, you know. But I mean, I feel like, okay, so that's not knowing too much. Is there anything that is too much to know when you are in a committed relationship / marriage?
No, I want to know everything. I want to know everything. Now, I was in a committed relationship. And you know what? I kind of feel like sometimes it did go too far. Like, I wasn't allowed to use the bathroom by myself. Like, he would like just come in like I'm in the bathroom. Like, do you mind? I'm taking a shower and you're coming in to tell me about your day. And it's bad enough. Like the shower, like if you know me, I take like 2-3 showers a day. That's like my place to like decompress and wash the day off and get some quiet time because nobody's gonna bother you in the shower. Or so I thought. I'm in the shower, showering, doing what people do in the shower. He comes in and sits on the toilet. He's telling me about his day. That was not good enough. Pull the curtain back. So, babe, what you think? That might be a little bit intrusive. But,
I mean, okay. So, here's the thing. Established boundaries, right?
Yeah.
So, the question is,
definitely
does he know that? You know, he may be.
Yeah, he definitely was clear that you are not supposed to be in here. Like, I'm shocked.
I mean, it
like,
sounds like it wasn't clear enough.
Like, do you mind? I'm in the shower. Do you mind? And then here comes the shower curtain coming back. I'm like, you can't even wash your booty hole in peace.
Well, I mean, and then too, how did you say it to him? Because here's the thing, you know, like I have been made known to understand that the shower is, like you said, her place of peace. Therefore, you know, I let her do her. Now, if I got to go and I'm not trying to go to that other bathroom, then baby, you know, it's happening. And that's vice versa.
Just use the poopery.
It goes both ways. Yeah,
be quiet. Use your earbuds while you're scrolling and use poopery.
You know, and
because, you know, you don't want to intrude on anybody's privacy because everybody, I don't care who you are, everybody needs some sort of privacy, even if it's a 20-minute shower.
Yeah,
you know, everybody needs their own little time here and there. You know, and sometimes you know you can just go up front, sit in the living room, watch TV, and they be in the back watching TV. I mean, you know, everybody needs their little time by themselves.
So, you know, you shouldn't, you know, go to someone else's house. You know, baby, I'm about to go take a shower over Juan's house.
Yeah,
you know
I mean? Then that'll get you killed.
That would be some bullshit right there.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like when I'm in a committed relationship, I get a little bit clingy. Like I'm clingy. Like I want to climb in your skin and live in there with you. And I have been with somebody that was like, let me unzip my skin so you can climb in here with me. And they were cool with that. But I get clingy and I'm like that. But I'm definitely gonna let you use the bathroom by yourself. I don't.
Yeah, I mean everything has to be made known.
Right.
You know, people have, and again, it goes back to communication. We live in a world where people can communicate better through text and Facebook posts than they can to each other.
And that's a problem because you don't get the full context through either one of those.
Of text, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the context can get misconstrued. Now, in Facebook posts, you know, ladies, just to let y'all know, all us fellas, we know when you just broke up with your dude. All right, you tell on yourself all the time through your Facebook posts. So just so you know, that form of communication, because that's what I'm talking about. People be communicating if they mad. What they look at you know, and I'm mad that I know this, but look at what's his name, Tatiana boy, and his girl Blueface,
Blueface.
and yo, they argue through. They argue through posts, through Instagram posts and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like that's how they communicate.
That's one thing that's a boundary for me, and that's something like we'll talk about that up front. You know, as we're entering like our business, like what we go through, social media, that's a no-no. Like the minute that happens, I'm out because you know, seeing certain things that has to stay in-house. So let's say like today, I'm mad at you and you did XYZ to me, and then I go blast you to all my people that's on my Facebook, my Instagram, and my Twitter, and they now know that you did XYZ to me. We might have broke up, but 2 days later you call and you say, baby, I'm so sorry. And I'll be like, I forgive you, Big Daddy. Come on home. Now we posting pictures. We hugged up on a date and people like, didn't them niggas just fall out 3 days ago? Now we look stupid because we do this once a month. So that's definitely, that's a boundary for me. Like we got to keep whatever we're going through off of social media. You know, like I was involved with somebody a little bit a couple of months ago, and like he had a fit, you know, to post me on his social media. And I was posted several times and we talked about it. He was like, you know, we don't got to give everything. We can just, you know,
mean
just
like
a little
pictures
snippet.
of you and him?
Yeah, pictures of us, you know what I'm saying? Like pictures of me in the story and everything. And so like everybody knows that we're together. He's commenting on my stuff and, you know, making suggestive comments. Like everybody knows we're together. And I didn't like that because I like to take my L's in private. So what if, you know, 2-3 weeks go by and I just said, you chew your food funny. And I don't like the cologne that you wear. And I don't want to do this no more. Now everybody knows that we are together. And I got to break up with you. And everybody knows, like, I wanted to take that L in private. You know what I mean?
They know y'all together because when you post a picture that says, this is what I'm cooking daddy tonight, then he comes and makes a comment that said, who's your daddy? I wonder who your daddy is.
Exactly.
DMs.
And it was almost to me like, who do you need to know? Who is it that you need to know that we are dealing? You know what I mean?
I bet you it ain't him. I bet you it ain't that dude. I bet you it ain't that dude either. Oh, there's only one dude left. I wonder who it is.
So right now, that's a new boundary for me. I will never ever let anybody convince me to do that ever again. Like he was very adamant, like we have to do this. It should be done. Like it's not in my secret. Who are you hiding me from? And I was like, well, I'm not. I'm grown. I can do what I want. I'm not hiding you from nobody. Like it was almost. It might have been a little bit of gaslighting. Like, who are you hiding me from? So I was compelled to, you know, I posted in my story a post, and everybody knew. And I was like, why did I do that? Because now, you know, so now it didn't work out, and now people know.
I'm in agreement with you for the simple fact that you don't have to post everything. I mean, you know, every once in a while you might want to post something, but you shouldn't have to be like, oh, well, we gotta post this. We gotta, you know.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this person was really pulling out all the stops with me. So to be fair, it was almost kind of like, you know, like I'm doing this, and this. Like, don't I at least earn to be acknowledged that I did this? So yeah.
Nah. But see, here's the thing. There's a difference in what you're doing it for at that point. That begs the question.
It might have been a little bit.
You doing it to show off, clout, whatever, then, you know, it's like, don't, you know, nah. You know, when I do what I do things out of the goodness. If she posted, cool. If she don't, cool. You know, it's no big deal. But that's I'm not sitting back, you know, trying to, you know, get posted. You know.
Right.
I feel like in this day and age of social media, you know, there is, you know, something out there where, I mean, you know, you've been with somebody for a while and they ain't never posted you or something like that. Now that we have
social media,
and that's a concern. That's a question. It's like, you know, who are you not trying to show me to?
Right. And I've been in that situation, and what it was, and now, you know, hindsight's a motherfucker. So now what it was he was entertaining a bunch of women behind my back. So that's why it was presented as I'm a single father and I take care of my daughter when I have her and her mother's not in the picture because he was entertaining all these other women. So it just is, it's differences. But I feel like the difference between that and the other situation was like, this was somebody that I'm dating, I'm getting to know. So I didn't really feel like I was compelled to like post them as much as they were compelled to like post me, as opposed to like being in a long-term relationship. We live together, we pay bills together, so like our money is mixed. Like you should definitely be acknowledging that I'm in your life.
Absolutely. Shayna Dixon says, but why do they need public acknowledgement?
It was clout.
Because
you know what? I don't tell you. This is gonna sound really bad. This is gonna sound really, really bad. But it is what it is. We see me. And we all know it's no secret. My DMs be on fire. It is what it is. So I think it was more like, hey, don't even bother to DM her. She's busy. I think it was more that type of.
Oh, he was trying to keep scallywags away.
Leg, mark this territory.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I can see that. I still think it's gay, but I can see it. I mean, we grown peoples here. That's what I'm saying. Like we grown, like right there. Yeah. Like I'm not worried about some damn social media stuff and trying to get, if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, guess what? She's gonna post and she's gonna put some stuff up, my man's doing this and man, I love him so much, whatever she's gonna do that. If you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Now I'm saying if she's a social media person, she's gonna do that. If she don't really mess with social media, then you don't get mad if she don't never post nothing about it.
And I'm real light skinned. I got 40 unread texts and more unread DMs. I'm real light skinned. I don't talk to people. So that shouldn't even have been a worry.
I'm real light skinned. I don't talk to people. So now we try to say, yeah, my hair is bougie. You know what I mean?
I am bougie. You see these curls in this? I'm bougie.
This is hard, long naps is what dreads are. So
they kind of feel like an attack on those light skinned folks.
I hung out with somebody from that I met from social media. Like we've been friends on social media for 10 years. When we hung out, we met in person. And he goes, I thought you were darker than what you are. Like I like brown skinned women and I thought that you were brown. He was like, you're really light. So now my new nickname is Sugar Cookies.
Yeah. So Rock's Kitchen, he jumps up and he says, if she ain't posting you online, then you ain't putting in work. And see, I think Rock is old enough to know when social media, I think he might, like me, he know MySpace. You know what I mean? He knows Black Voices.
He was besties with Tom. Remember Black Planet?
Yeah, exactly. We all Black Planet, Black Voices, all that. So I feel like, now in this social media age, he's right. If she's not saying something, and it ain't even about putting your picture up. It ain't even necessarily about tagging your name. But if she just is in a positive light more now than she's ever been before, since she been with you, she's now in this positive light and she's posting all type of positive thing. Guess what? You putting in some work. You doing something. You making things happen.
And I did acknowledge. Y'all remember when I was posting those pictures where I had the distorted filter? My face was all fucked up. Like, babe took me on a date. He told me I look beautiful. Like, I was acknowledged. Those conversations really did happen. I just posted them with that weird ass filter to make it funny. Those conversations really did happen. So there was acknowledgement. I didn't need to post your picture. There was acknowledgement that I was dating someone.
Well, but listen. So as we kind of wind down a bit, but when we think about this, right? So going back to, is there a such thing as knowing too much? Okay, so I'll say this. This is a good one right here. Today, as a matter of fact, I'm talking to one of my homeboys. This is, I have a small circle of like just really good friends and people that I've literally known since like preschool, like daycare. And this is one of them. I'm rapping with my homeboy, and we're talking about trading and forex and sharing some stories about stuff, you know, over these last few years. And he's telling me, and I'm asking him, I said, you know what, I got a question for you. So, you know, with your lady, how does it go down as far as the whole stocks and trading thing? And we shared the sentiment that when it comes to that, we just kind of put them over here and we just do our thing when it comes to the whole trading and stock thing, because it's a thing. You know, he said, look, Joe, I you know, when I was first showing my lady this stuff, you know, and all of this stuff that I was learning, and then I'm, you know, put together some accounts and I'm showing her these gains, but I'm just starting out, but I'm making gains. And he's like, it just wasn't enough to keep her interest, you know, when it comes to that. So she couldn't see the full vision, as if to say, okay, if I'm making this $50 a week doing this options trading that I'm learning to do, and I'm just taking these small jumps over here, imagine what it'll be as I'm practicing here and getting good. Imagine what it'll be when I'm playing with $1,000, $2,000, $4,000 worth of money. So he just decided that because of her, you know, lack of interest and whatnot in that, then he just won't tell her about it. You know, he'll just keep it to himself. Now, I don't think that that's like necessarily a problem. I don't know. What you think, Greg?
Something like that. I mean, you know, that's not really a problem, especially if she doesn't have the interest.
I mean, so he's basically going, you know, he could potentially just go ahead and become a millionaire over here and just like not tell her along the way.
I mean, right? Oh, no, well. I mean,
that's kind of foul.
You should be able to tell just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, say Jack over here and I've made gains of $100,000 over a couple of years that we've been together. You know, you'd be like, hey, babe, look, check this out. This is what I've done.
Remember that thing that I showed you a couple years ago that you didn't really have any interest in, that you didn't really want to, you know, talk about?
Exactly. And then once she sees the figures, she might be like, it may interest her a lot more, especially, you know, you starting off 100,000, getting closer to $1 million. Yeah, of course she's going to want to know. Then, you know, like I said, I mean, you can't just, I mean, you could, but honestly, you can't really just walk up and be like, hey, I got $1 million, you know,
yes,
and not explain anything.
I mean, you could, you know,
that's why I said, I mean, that's why I said you could, but you know, down the line there's going to be an issue to like, okay.
What if devil's advocate? Because I've been in this situation before. What if she is fiscally irresponsible? She get $20 in her pocket at 5, and that $20 is gone. She flat broke.
She owes money.
She owes money. Money just flies out of her hands. Like at that point, like, do you let her know that you are sitting on that kind of money?
Well, I mean, it depends on what we're talking about. Okay, so if you talk about a serious relationship and whatnot, I mean, I don't even think that you would even have to let her know that, even until you get married. I don't think you would.
Well, what if after you get married, you know she's still fiscally irresponsible? Like, then what?
No, you have to sign up for classes.
Like, she's just like money burns a hole in her pocket. The minute she's got it, it's spent. Like, what then? Because like if you invested in stocks and your forex and everything, and you're sitting on $1 million, and she find out you got $1 million, and then you come home the next day and she bought a boat, like, how would you feel?
Well, I mean, you know, again, that's all.
I would take a boat and I'd be gone.
I mean, that has happened. You know, like it was
just sail away.
That I worked with,
right?
And
I hear Australia's good around this time of year.
She would stack their income tax checks like every year, and her husband didn't know. And then he happened to like go look in the bank account, and she was like stacking it for a down payment for the house, and he didn't know. And he comes in, checks the bank account, and he bought a boat. because
Wow.
he didn't know what that money was for. And she was like, he was irresponsible with money, and I was the responsible one. And I'm trying to get us in a better situation. He found out that we had this money, thought it was extra, and went and did XYZ and didn't communicate that.
That's the thing. That goes back to one, communication. When it comes to finances, you'll have to communicate. If you're gonna have something serious, y'all gonna have to communicate. You know, you can't just. I mean, well, I guess you could.
Oh no, I like the idea of being able to just walk up and be like, "Listen, baby, you know, 10 years ago, I started doing this stuff over here, and I was putting this money here, this, that, and the other, and you know, I got $500,000 in the bank, so we could go ahead, you know. Now, if y'all was like living out of your car, you know, homeless together, which I don't know how that's gonna happen anyway, unless y'all on drugs together. But homeless together, broke, struggling, scrambling together, and then 10 years later, y'all broke, struggling, scrambling together. And he's like, listen, for the last 10 years I've been invested. I finally hit $500,000. We can go put a down payment. I think that would be a problem.
It would be.
I might lay hands, and I ain't talking about to pray.
Yeah, you talk about Eddie Long laying hands.
You had me living in the back of the Volvo, and I didn't have to be. Yeah, I might lay hands. Praying.
See, Rock said he bought a boat without talking to his wife, and her mother had something to say, and he got a little disrespectful. Well, see, here's the thing, and again, I think it goes back to, you know, again. See, everything is relative to the situation. So if Rock, you know, if you're sitting on a certain dollars amount, you know, and buying a boat doesn't put a dent in your, you know, whatever, and then maybe if most of the money that's in there is yours, you know, if not all, you might be able to go buy a boat because, you know.
But he got bigger issues. Because, see, I have a problem with this. Her mother has something to say. Why is her mother interfering in your marriage? You
or
are
even
married
having
to your
something
wife.
to say.
Right.
What do you mean she has something to say? She don't got a dog in that fight.
Well,
she got nothing to say.
I think there are some things. I think there are some things that you can buy, and then some things that you can't. Like, if you were saving up money and you were making these investments or whatever, you went out and bought a house, and then you went home and said, "Hey, babe, come on over here. Let me show you something surprise over the house." That's great. Or maybe even a car. But if you buy a boat, which is not a necessity, just
what if it was a houseboat? Yeah, baby, we're going to live that life. It's going to take us 5 years to get to Florida now.
And she better not have said another word after that. Hey, listen, sometimes you got to put people in their place, you know, and some people are old school, so they feel like respect your elders and I can say what I want to say because I'm older. No, you do not get to interfere in your child's marriage. They are grown people. This is their marriage. You do not get to jump in that.
Right. You know, I mean, you know, you had all your say when you were raising your child, you know. Now, they can talk to you about stuff, but the mother should not be going over to him being like, "Oh, you bought a boat, you shouldn't buy it." I mean, you know what I'm saying? If he wanted to buy a boat, he wanted to buy a boat. That's fine. But if the wife didn't have an issue with it.
I think it depends on, you know, the situation. Because if y'all check to check, or, you know, if you pull money out of an account that y'all were saving for something specific, and you sitting here buying this boat, and you like, but hold up, baby, when I get paid next week, I'm gonna put you know, $5 of the money back. You know, put $20 back in. You know, stuff like that is a problem. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and that's why I say communication is still one of the biggest things, because finances can turn people into a totally different person.
They do.
You know, that's why I always say, words and stuff like that, you kind of need to discuss it, you know, just at least let them acknowledge it and be like, "Oh, okay, hey, all right, this is going to happen." Blah blah blah.
So see, and so as the story further gets told, then he bought the house, car, vacation. So if this is correct, then he is a strong heavyweight in the breadwinner area.
He got that Diddy money.
And he got some dollars, so buying a boat is not putting nobody in no type of issue, financial strain or nothing. Then guess what? It maybe it's not a problem. I mean, I still would at least be like, hey babe, I got something for you when you get home.
You may not be able to park the car.
And I'd be like, and it better not be no penis. What is it?
Don't worry. When you get here, just listen. I'm gonna just tell you this. I'm gonna give you a hint. It's all about the motion in the ocean. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. It's about the motion in the ocean, baby. Okay, so when you go home, I got a surprise.
We have that every night this week.
Hey, so yeah, get home and it's a boat in the front yard. Big front yard. But so I think when it comes to just this whole concept, though, I think in marriage, I feel like the more that you share, the closer you're going to be, and the more comfortable you're going to be around each other, and the more in tune you're going to be with each other. Would y'all agree?
Yeah, but question.
The more that you share.
How do you think that conversation went when Bishop Eddie Long had to go tell his wife, I was doing them young boys in the booty hole? Like, how do you think that went?
I mean, but did he ever tell her that?
I mean, based on the movie,
he never admitted it, did
Jesus, she knew.
He never admitted it, though.
But we're talking about like telling your spouse everything. Like, how do you think a conversation like that goes?
Conversation started like this. I know what you're doing, so you're just going to keep giving me money every time, every week. I'm going to spend this, and we're going to have this status.
Exactly.
So extortion within your marriage.
She buys the boat without any conversation. There
you go.
She did buy a $1,500 church lady hat, but that sounds like extortion within your marriage, though.
I mean, honestly, it is, but how money.
There's all type of things in marriage, like you were mentioning earlier with spending money, the date, and I mean, you kind of, I mean, it's hoish tendencies even in the marriage. It's extortive tendencies even in the marriage as well, because stop working and stop paying for shit, fellas, and see what happens. The ass is gone. There's all type of things you will not get anymore if you stop paying for shit. And guess what happens if you go on the street and you find a night lady? You can pay her to do all those things. So it's like the same thing. It's almost like the same thing, but
Do you guys watch BMF on Stars?
This one's organic over here. The marriage is organic.
BMF on Stars. Meech and Terry's parents, they were poor. So the parents are poor, and he took Terry's settlement to open up this limo business. They're poor, and like they ain't got no money. And then he done, rubbed up against the mama trying to get some. And she's like, nigga, we broke. I'm not horny right now. And so now she's cleaning up, and she finds that he's got these Playboy magazines, and they're white women, and she's all offended. So then she goes and Sears, and she gets a credit card in the daughter's name and buys a new nightgown. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and get Charles some because he's looking at these magazines. And she comes home, she's all dressed up with her hair all did in a sexy nightgown. And he was like, "You look nice, baby." She's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna give you some tonight." Is that the nightgown that you bought when you took out that credit card in Nicole's name? Now, now you really ain't getting none, Mr. Charles.
Wow.
She sure ain't.
Man, I tell you what, I don't and hilarious, by the way, but I don't know.
Wow.
Hey, look, Rock's Kitchen. He says, "I'm over here nodding my head. Joe is right. Stop paying and you stop laying." Absolutely.
Damn straight.
Absolutely.
I mean, how you?
It's the same difference as it's the same difference. Now, again, you know, the prostitute, you pay her to leave. The wife, you pay her to stay.
I'm sorry, I can't get horny if the lights is cut off. You know what I'm saying? Be here trying to light a candle and tell me it's romantic.
Hey, dinner by candlelight is good.
I can't even shower afterwards. I can't even shower afterwards because the water ain't running. No, I won't do it.
Hey, look, Rock said. Hey, Rock said her mistake was she left me alone one weekend and I was fishing from the shore and said, "Why am I not on the water?" You know, stuff like that happens sometimes, folks.
I like how you thinking. It was impulsive, but I see where you was coming from.
Yeah, like who wants to be on the shore and fish when you can go by a boat?
He said, "Fuck the dock of the bay."
He said she knew what I was doing, just like John Gray's wife.
We gotta clarify every time we talk about John Gray. We gotta say which one it was because apparently there's two John Grays.
Oh yeah. There's a good John Gray and then there's a bad John Gray, and the bad John Gray poised himself as a good John Gray. It's just a big mess.
I don't like that because now you're saying that the bad John Gray is the black one and the good John Gray is the white one. I don't like that one. That's hidden racism right there. We gotta fix that.
I don't know. Either way, it's all good. You know, I'm just saying, you know, because the church guy was supposed to be good. He poisoned himself and he was bad. And, you know what I mean? But then the good John Gray was the white guy who wrote the book. Said, you know, women are from Venus and men are from Mars. You know, it's a good book. You know, I suggest all fellas go, if you got a woman who you are serious about and you thinking, you know, that she could be wife material, go buy her that book. You know, John Gray, Women Are From Venus, Men Are From Mars. Go buy that book, give it to her, let her read it, and you know, just see what happens after the fact. And you know, it that might help you decipher. She might read the book and be like, I don't want, I don't know. But I feel like when it comes to this whole idea of is there such thing as knowing too much? When it comes to marriage, I don't think there is not a such thing as knowing too much. I think that your spouse should know everything. You should know everything. Everybody should know everything. I feel like there's certain things that go along with that. You know, if you know, I mean, it obviously, if they're nuts, if they're crazy, you know, they coming in, won't let you take shit by yourself or take a shower by, you know, stuff like that. Those are the extremes. You know, you just married somebody that was crazy, and that's all it was. You know, they calling you up and being like, you know, it's been 2 minutes. Why haven't I heard from you? You just married somebody crazy. That's just a problem, you know.
No, I got another extreme for you. So, you know, I used to work down to the trap in the specialty pharmacy. So, and I used to be management. I used to be take the escalated calls, and I handled a call where this man was getting HIV PrEP. So they got the pills you can take, and now they got a shot. But they got these pills you can take. You get them in your system for 30 days. You got to let it build up, and you stay on it continuously. And if you have sex with somebody that's infected, it decreases your chances of also becoming infected. So like a lot of the gay people use it, women that are married to men that have it, vice versa, whatever. Now, you know, I talked to a lady that was like, my husband's been on this for 10 years and I've never caught it. So they have these pills and things. I handled this call where this man was ordering his PrEP, and it escalated because he wanted the PrEP sent to a P.O. box, and all of the medications were shipped out via FedEx and UPS, so they're not going to go P.O. box unless they go through the USPS, and that was not an option that was offered at the time. And he like raised holy hell. So we get on the phone and we're talking, and I talked him down, and he's damn near in tears, and he goes, "My wife doesn't know."
Oh, wow.
Woo. That's wild.
Yeah. I just feel like, me personally, I feel like there's no such thing as knowing too much, because once you keep secrets, you rob me of my ability to make decisions for myself that I may or may not make if I had all the facts. So
Yep.
she may or may not want to stay in a marriage with a husband that is bisexual and taking prep to prevent himself from getting HIV. Now, I applaud him for, taking the steps to make sure that he does not bring diseases home to his wife. But what if that's not something that she wants to deal with within her marriage, and he's robbed her of that to make that decision for herself?
Yeah. I mean, I think things like that are obvious. It's like something like that you should definitely be sharing with your wife. That goes back. We talked about the bisexuality being accepted in marriages and relationships today. Bisexuality on both sides. It's been a long time since Adam and Eve, where dudes would be like, well, she wants to mess with another woman. Yeah, I'm cool with that. It's all good. Bring her home. We all have
Joe said it was angelic.
But now you start talking about exactly. Now you start talking about dudes being bisexual and it being okay and accepted in a relationship. That's just crazy.
Like when it gets to the point where I'm taking steps to prevent myself from contracting HIV to bring it home to you, we need to have a conversation about this.
Yeah.
Because now not only are you having bisexual sex, but you're doing it raw.
Yeah.
I mean, you might get anal prolapse.
Yeah. I mean, if you catch a fucking cold, I need to know.
Exactly.
I may not kiss you. I don't want to kiss you if you got a cold. I'm trying to, I gotta go to work, girl. Somebody got back to my dad. But
exactly. Rock said honesty isn't always the best policy. Honesty is always the best policy, because when you keep secrets, you rob the other party of, making a choice. They may not make the same choice that you make. So basically, when you keep that secret, you're making a choice for me. And what if that's not a choice that I would have made?
Yeah, true. Now this is an explanation that I never even thought of, but I guess that makes sense.
Wow.
And let that be the reason why STD rates are up with the geriatric community. Like the senior citizens in those homes, they got all the STDs because.
Oh yeah, I've heard that actually. Being in life insurance, yeah, I've heard that it's just all disease there. So if you go to an old folks home and you somehow fall in love with an old lady, you probably have every disease that's known to man.
Because they after a raw dog, and I didn't know old people was so horny like that. Like, it's this show I was watching, Sex Sent Me to the ER.
They get back in their prime in 90.
They do. They do. And they were these ladies that were going to the ER. Apparently, John was popular with all the ladies, and they sitting around the bridge table, like everybody at the bridge table, and then had John because he got the special talent. So I guess he didn't take the blue pills. He was using, what that mouth do. He done gave everybody chlamydia.
Oh, Lord.
With his mouth. And he had it in his throat. They go hardcore in them nursing homes. I can't wait to get out.
Oh, wow. Hey, Vince is they probably don't even watch no more. It's just all gray down there. So tell me how you really feel, T.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, listen, I heard that there's a retirement village down in Florida where it go down. I'm gonna go ahead and
you said Florida. You said Florida.
Florida.
Sure.
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead because they got the injections now to prevent you from getting HIV. I'm gonna go ahead and get my what's it called, Cabenuva. I'm gonna get my injection.
Hey, Florida, it goes down. I remember the first time I went to a nude beach in Florida with a lady friend some years ago, and first off, it looks nothing like you think. Number one, because
it does
a bunch of old people, and then number two,
hanging, balls swinging. Yeah.
Exactly. Number two, she was sitting there with a doggone, filming, and she's all happy, filming, taking pictures and shit. And then sitting there, why is everybody looking at me like that? And then it dawned on her that, oh, maybe they don't want to be on my camera. I'm like,
because they naked.
You think they don't want to be filmed while they out here naked.
Yeah.
He don't want his
Camera
wrinkly
up.
balls, and she don't want her saggy titties on your Snapchat. And that's what it is down on the nude beaches. That's what it is. Wrinkly balls and saggy titties. It ain't what you think it is.
Exactly.
It's bronze people sitting down in the sun.
Damn, they got something to prevent AIDS, but can't solve cancer. Make it make sense. Well, I tell you, for both of them, prevention is the cure. But most definitely, I see what you're saying. Is they pick and choose. They pick and choose. I think once it goes across the railroad tracks, then that's when they say, "Oh, we gotta go ahead and let the cure out."
They actually do have a cure for HIV, and quiet is kept because these pills that these people are taking. So, like the lady that I talked to, her husband was on the whatever medication, and she said that they had been married for 10 years. He's undetectable, which means that he's been on this medication that's built up in his system. He go get tested for HIV, he's undetectable. It's going to come back negative, which is why he's not passing it to her. They have a cure. So as long as you keep taking this medication, you are undetectable.
Yep.
I know. I worked for Big Pharma for a lot of years. I know about all the medications.
They did it with crack. It was what it was. But then once it crossed the railroad tracks with what's that other thing?
Meth.
With
meth.
No, not meth.
Opioids.
Yeah, the opioids. Then all of a sudden, we got cures, treatment, and places to go get help. So again, once it crosses railroad tracks, then that's when it becomes a problem. I guess the high rates of cancer haven't crossed the railroad tracks yet.
Well, there's more money in cancer than there is in HIV.
Oh yeah, what are we, like 90 million since they started? The Cancer Research Center of America, whatever, they done raised like a crazy amount of money in like 70 years since their inception, yet they still ain't figured it out. They still ain't got enough money. They still ain't. It's crazy. But
see, there's money in HIV because you got to take these pills. Like, you're gonna take these pills for the rest of your life, but as long as you take these pills, you're undetectable and you're not passing it. So they're gonna make that money. But in cancer, you got your chemo, you got your radiation, you got all your treatments that you got to go through. There's more money there. So yeah, they got the cure to the HIV, and saying you take these pills and you're gonna pay for these pills for the rest of your life. But they're not going to, but you're not gonna need chemo and radiation and all that stuff like for HIV like you will for cancer. So they're never gonna give up the cure for that.
Yeah. So
I bet they have a cure for both, but like I said, there's no money in the cure. There's always money in the research.
Yeah, they've already released the cure. Now, quiet as it's kept. I think that after you get undetectable, I think that you're cured, but they're not going to tell you that. They're going to tell you that you have to keep taking these pills to keep,
Yeah, because how do you really know when you keep showing up negative because of the pills that you're taking?
Right. You don't.
I think they told Magic Johnson the truth when they first gave it to him and just told him not to tell nobody.
Exactly. So I think that there's definitely a cure. They have all these things now. They got they have injections, like they got all kinds of everything to take care of HIV. So it's like when I used to talk to the people on the phone, like they weren't even scared of catching it because they know that there's a magic pill that you can take, and after it builds up in your system, it just goes away.
Absolutely. All right, so look, we're gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna jump to one last commercial break, and then we're gonna come back. And y'all want to get into some of Grandma Hollers before we jet out?
Yeah, let's do some Grandma Holler. You already posted more videos?
Yeah. I got a few more that I found.
Oh, okay.
So absolutely. So we'll be right back, folks. Like I said, we're gonna do commercial break. And when y'all see these commercials, then listen to the websites and all that good stuff, because we need y'all to visit them, right? And check out, healthdaddywow.net. Check them out. Go check out his site.
Health Daddy Wow. I ain't even gonna hold you. When I had COVID real bad, remember that when I was in the hospital? Health Daddy Wow, because I used to watch Joe on the tipping point on Saturday mornings. That's how I learned about Health Daddy Wow. Health Daddy Wow saved my life when I had COVID and I was in the hospital. I went and got that mucus eliminator. I put all my friends on mucus eliminator. So like I have like 7 or 8 friends that are taking mucus eliminator now. Like Health Daddy Wow is the truth. Go check that out. And they didn't pay me for that.
Absolutely. SayaBaba.com. Look, when we play that commercial, look at the information, y'all, because I mean, even with Saya Baba, hey, they just came out with a new product. It's a spray, a smell fragrance. They got a few, 2 or 3 different fragrances. And listen, I was on the testing team, right? So my man sprayed 3 pumps, and the test was tell me how long that it lasts. So 2 weeks later, like 11 days later, I'm like, it's done got a little faint now.
Wow.
So, 3 pumps. 3 pumps.
Wow.
So, you definitely want to hit up SayaBaba.com when y'all see this commercial and check them out. And then Incredible. He's done a logo for us, number one that we use as well, and Incredible, and that's brother Kari Muhammad. He don't like to be out there on social media that much, but brother Kari Muhammad, he's dope with flyers, posters. I even had him do a backdrop for me before. T-shirts, hat, does everything. So whatever you need, he's got you. And that's good stuff. So again, we'll be right back. Make it quick. We'll be right back. Commercial, and then we're gonna get into Grandma Holla before we jet out of here, folks. Again, it's No Panties After Dark.
Hey folks, check out healthdaddywow.net. 100% plant-based herbs and supplements. Whether you're in person or online, use the word tipping for 10% off. Remember, feel better, look great, healthdaddywow.net. Remember, healthdaddywow.net.
BB Trading Company, home of soap sticks and Saya Baba products. Over 400 locations at a store near you. Cincinnati, Ohio, Louisville and Lexington, Kentucky, Southern Indiana, or find yours online at sayababa.com. Again, that's sayababa.com. A BB Trading Company, where you can find fragrances to incite your senses.
No panties after dark. Your adult relationship conversation. Going where most ones. Speaking on things most don't. It's no panties after dark. We put the relations back into relationships.
All right. So we want to show a few of these to pay our tribute to one of the oldest Instagram cats that was in the game. We don't know what STDs she could have had, at the old folks' home. I don't know. I don't think she might not have been at a old folks' home. I don't know.
No, she was at her home.
She was at her home, so she probably didn't have none. But if as we just learned, um, old people at old folks' homes have a lot of STDs. So that's a public service announcement. All right, so let's go ahead and get it in here.
I know a way you won't even have to do radiation.
What?
Try holistic route.
What did she say? Holistic? Who's a hoe? Don't call. I got off the camera, but don't call me no fucking hoe.
I'm not holler.
Because I'm not a hoe and I'm not on the list for a hoe. So don't fucking with me. You got the wrong goddamn motherfucker. Now do it if you want to, Shell.
Yo, that's
I know a way you won't even have to.
she's hilarious. Let's see here.
I bet you won't do that. I bet trick or treat.
I don't think y'all should send it. She don't need no money right
now. Yeah, touch it. Bitch ass. Fuck your ass. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. She hit my sore spot.
Somebody said they gonna.
My grandmother was like it.
Maya.
I don't like pictures. Why you telling me? I hate pictures. I don't like when you know take your head off. You know I don't like that. I want to look like
Smile.
Holla, smile just like somebody said you can play unlimited lottery.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, smile like somebody say, you know what? You can play unlimited lottery and have unlimited mochas.
Ooh, yeah.
Smile. Can you stop? You make me
I'm
fire. Come on, have a smile. And look at the camera. Right there. Now smile. How fun? Smile. It's not funny. Smile.
Hi.
Okay, now.
Okay, you stop.
Listen, Maya, look at the camera and say, I am beautiful. Say
I am beautiful.
Holla, now you say it.
I am beautiful.
I am strong.
I am strong.
I am a conqueror.
I am a.
Maya.
That's messed up. They let her sit there with her titty tucked under her arm this whole time. That's terrible.
She had breast cancer. We gonna have to let her be great.
They're not going.
The funniest one was when they did the prank. And
Thank
told
you,
her that she was entering in a scholarship. And she's like, my grandma Holla used to be a hoe. That was the funniest one. I couldn't find it.
We'll watch this last one and then we'll jet out.
The kindness you and the love that you showed me, thank you so much.
Yes, you all have shown out with love and support, and we just thankful. Thank y'all.
Right. Overjoyed. Thank you for the kindness you.
Okay, we'll have to do another one because that one wasn't funny. It was just her paying a tribute. But here, let's look at this one right here.
Oh, just because somebody don't retaliate don't mean they're whatever you said.
They're pussy fans.
No, they don't. They just don't want no. So if a man run up and hit a man and the other man don't hit him back, that means he's.
Hell yeah.
Why
fight back?
Okay, how come you just say
that thing about Martin Luther King?
No.
Kick they motherfucking ass.
No.
That's
what
you not only aggressive, but you protecting your rights.
No, but what if they just being a bigger man and just walk?
The man my ass. I don't go for the bigger man shit. You got the wrong motherfucker. I said it. Now take me off of tic-tac or be back or whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know what y'all talking about.
Oh, just so...
You feel better. Period. I'm going to talk to my followers and tell them to keep on praying for me.
That's what you got playing.
You feel better.
All right, y'all. That was Grandma Holla, who just gave you lots of laughs on Instagram and Tic Tac and Be Back and all that right there. So again, it's been another episode of InPad, No Panties After Dark. Greg B, appreciate you, family, for coming on, guest hosting once again. Y'all let us know how you did. You know, comment in the chat. Let us know how you did in the chat. Tell me what y'all think. Tell us what y'all think about Greg B hanging out with us from time to time as he's been doing these past couple shows. And you know, he might be back again next week. We'll see. You know what I mean? Sis, Pretty Brown Skin, appreciate you always. Forever rocking. Here we are. It's Impact, y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
The very white voice. And what is responsible?
Go ahead and give him something sexy while the song is playing, Greg B.